there's a chance. Oh, good luck. Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and I am here to just give you a little bit of a life update and to show you some new bags that are in the Etsy shop. And Dewey, you need to stay on the pillow if you're going to stay up here, alright? Some new bags in the Etsy shop, and to talk about the D-Stash I went to yesterday that my LYS does. I went last year. So, what's going on in life? Not too much. It's spring/summer. It's kind of like sprummer because it's been really hot. But thankfully last night we got some rain. We really need rain. I know that people in Texas have been drowning, and I feel bad for them down there. But we are like dangerously low in rainfall. So we got a really good downpour last night. I'm hoping it rains for a couple days just so we can catch up. But it's cooled off quite a bit. We have the air conditioning off and the windows open, and over here I am petting Dewey because he is needy. Say hi, Kristen. They can just barely see you. Just wave. They can't even make out your features. Hi, Kristen. They probably didn't even notice they could see you until I just mentioned that.
Sit back.
You don't have to sit back. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's being silly. What else is new? Dewey's doing well. Molly's doing well. Mia's doing well. Max is doing well. Max is quite active, shall we say? He's still a puppy. Yeah, not too much going on. Next week, tomorrow, June 1st, I'm releasing my pattern for Perk Me Up, which, hang on, I'll show you that pattern. Wait. I think I posted on Instagram, it's on my Ravelry, and I made a project page for it on Ravelry. I just haven't attached the pattern yet, and my pattern testers have tested it. So here's mine. This is, Dewey, you need to stay. This is out of Hiawassee Creek Dye Works, and I don't think you can see mine as well as you could see everybody else's because I used a tonal yarn, but I do really like it. And I'm not much of a cowl person, although this doesn't look too bad on me. And I'm trying to decide. Right now I have it listed for $3. I think it's going to be $3. Might be $2.50, but probably $3 because of all the fees that they take out. And yeah, so that's one thing. Bags, new bags up in the shop. We have a few zippy bags up there. There's this one and this one right now. And there's going to be more going up. I have some cut out. I also just released a naughty bag. That makes Kristen laugh. It's a Japanese knot bag. It's my take on the Japanese knot bag. So you can put it on your wrist and walk around and knit with it. It has some fusible fleece inside, and it doesn't have a boxed bottom, but I think I like it. I think it's a good. I think it's a nice bag, and it's something a little different than what I have been carrying, and it's a good size. Can't get much bigger than this because I don't think it will knot properly. So we have quite a few of those because I just went on a binge, as I typically do, of making all the same things. Ugh. I love this print. There was another sheep one, but that was purchased by someone you all may know, Pam Luma. Not Pam Loomer, Pam Chatfield, who's the Yarny Nana now. And then there's this one. There's two of this one. That's Kristen's favorite print. And there's a couple new drawstring bags. I'm not a big bird person, but I love this print. This is a designer print. I can't remember who the designer is, And then there's this little geisha fabric, which I also thought was super cute. Not something I would generally be drawn to. And I had some requests for giraffes, so I thought those were cute little giraffes. And some Gerber daisies, because that's my favorite flower. I was trying to get some different colors. Oh, and I do have one left of the Woodland Friends, which was very popular. People saw the bag I made myself out of this. And did all the dog and cat bags sell? They must have. There was a black and white dog and cat one too, but I don't think I have any left. You'll have to check the shop. I just pulled out what I could. I have one supersize Notions bag. I don't remember what I called it. I think I called it a Mega Notions bag. And then, I had a few new Notions bags. I made a couple in the giraffe. There's a couple camper ones back in the bag that's in stock. I have one Wizard of Oz one left. There's one of those mod prints. There's the Nitty Kitty is back. And Knitting 101. Some cupcakes. Real Dogs Wear Sweaters, which I think those dogs are adorable. And there's 2 Sweet Tweet bags too. So those may or may not be available when you see this, depending on... I can never predict what people are going to like, what people are going to buy. I'm going to have to go put that in another spot. So, if you see something you like... So, the D-Stash sale. Last year we did a D-Stash sale at my LYS, and everyone brought in all the yarn and knitting paraphernalia that they didn't want any longer, and we sold it to the community and to each other, and took all that money and donated it to a local organization who does repairs for low-income people on their homes. This year we did the same thing, but it was a fabric D-Stash sale, and we were donating... This year we donated to Second Growth. Any money that came from the sales going to Second Growth, which is a local organization, again, that works with teens and young adults battling drug addiction, or addiction in general, I believe. So that went really well. I was only there for the very beginning because I had a bunch of stuff to do yesterday. I went there yesterday with 2 things in mind. One was to try and get a serger, because I think I need a serger. No, I'm trying to decide if I need a serger, so I figured if I could get one inexpensively used, that would be a good way to judge if I would use it, if I like it, and if it would be worth saving up my money to get it. The other thing was I was trying to get some lining fabrics, because I am forever in need of lining fabrics for bags. So that's what I went looking for. Well, I got quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to show you these books first. These were 25 cents each. This is a vintage, it's knit and crochet patterns from 6 months and 1 to 2 years. That's not toddler in my mind. Toddler sweaters. That's not toddler in my mind. So, I got that. I got this Let's Crochet Beginner Stitches. I couldn't find a year on this. This one's by American Thread. And this is Crochet Firsts, Fashions for You and Your Home. I couldn't find a year on this either. 35 cents though. That tells you something. And I have seen this book before. Like, someone owned it, and have actually looked for it multiple times. Not for any reason other than I just really like this book. It's by Peyton's Beehive. It's Socks, Mitts, and Gloves for Children. This is not the one that I saw before. The one I saw before was for adults. I didn't realize this was for children, but it's still really cool. And I believe these are all knit. Yeah, these are all knit. I thought I got another one. I guess that's all I got. So I got 4 yarn patterns. Did I say that this year it was a fabric destash? I don't think I said that, did I?
Yep.
Oh, I did. Okay. Yep. Good thing Kristen's here. I got a couple patterns. These were also 25 cents. This is Quilt Illustrated, designed by Penny Serge. It's called Pocket something. It looks like, I think it's a baby bag. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 10 minutes. People are going to be so bored. Pocket Parade Tote. So 25 cents as opposed to, you see that price? $9.50. American Legacy Quilts, quarter quilts. This one doesn't have a price on it that it was originally, but this was also 25 cents. Shining Stars, Bits and Pieces by the Rabbit Factory. And this one was $8.50 originally. The Pattern Basket, Catch a Falling Star. So, oh, I don't think I showed it to you. So I got those. I've never actually used a quilting pattern, so we'll see how that goes. I did not get a serger there, I should say, but I did get a serger later in the day because a friend of ours was having a yard sale and knew I was looking for a serger, and her sister had a serger, so I picked up a serger, and right now I'm working on trying to figure out how the heck to thread a serger. So far I fail. I can get two threaded properly, but the upper looper I can't get to thread properly, so. Fabrics. I got lots and lots of fabrics. Linings and otherwise. So, I got this little fabric. Now, these are all different sizes. All the fabric was $1 a yard. But yeah. This is a dog's. And then they also had it in frogs. This is for linings, probably. I thought that was really pretty. I shouldn't. What does that say? Dry clean only? No, machine wash. Got this purple pinstripe. I thought this was cute also. Something different. And I thought this would actually go with a lot of things. A lot of options. Pastels. I was very glad I brought my own bag with me. I got this yellow and gold. Itchy nose. I got this, which I've actually had before. Some butterflies. This doesn't even look like 1/8 of a yard. So, not sure what I'll do with that. I don't think you'll be able to see this on the camera, but these stars are actually, oh, you can see it down here, down here. The stars are actually metallic, but colored at the same time. Nice gingham fabric. This is another small piece, but I thought it was really pretty. I don't have a lot of florals, so there's a lot of this. I would say there's several yards of this orange dotted fabric. More butterflies. I thought this was very pretty and classic also. It's not much of that either. But enough to do something. Blue tonal. And I love lizards. You probably do not know, but I have a lizard tattoo. I have one tattoo and it's lizards. So that's actually iguanas, not lizards, but a blue check reminds me of a picnic. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. I think this is Michael Miller. Yep, Michael Miller. Does it say the line? Rubber ducky. Very original. Oh, and this one's so cute. I've never seen. I don't know if these are bugs or monsters. I'm going to say monsters. There's not much here, but it's so cute. I might need a bag out of that fabric. I do not need any bags. Oh, this was nice too. I like this. It's a light blue and it has different colored dots on it. It actually is light blue and not white. It may appear white on your screen. I thought that would go with a lot of things. And this pinky orangey. And then some bugs. As bugs go, these are pretty cute. Bugs, snails, butterflies. I got some snowmen's. I know somebody who will like that. I'm not exactly sure how this ended up in my bag. I suspect in the fury that I picked it up. I don't know why. Cheerleaders. I was very happy to see that there's also a male cheerleader. So there'll be some cheerleader bags. I actually was a cheerleader. This one's really cute too for the summer. What's the best way to show this? Little frogs. Where's the lifeguard frog? There's a little lifeguard frog. I wonder who this fabric's by. This is Timeless Treasures. I don't know if it's called Frog. So, real original names on some of these. Frogs and Rubber Ducky. This one is just a very, very small piece, and there's pieces cut out, actually. So there'll be enough for one bag, if that. I had to get the cow fabric. My sister's obsessed with cows. Therefore, her daughter is obsessed with cows. Or, until she's old enough to make her own decisions, she's obsessed with cows. This is also a Michael Miller. It's a very small piece. It's Cowboy Camp. I've actually looked at this several times on fabric.com, but I didn't know if people would actually like it. I like cowboy stuff, but my taste is not everybody's taste, I've learned. I picked this up because it was cheap. And again, cows and sheep, barnyard. I think that sheep's really cute. I think those cows are really cute too. Pig, I'm not sure about a green pig, but then I got a couple fat quarters. I got this kitty cat one. Somebody had asked me about kitty cat bags. If that was you, send me a message, and we can put that aside for you. This is vintage, I think. I got bowling bag and bowling pins, which I thought would be a really cute bag together for the right person. And I thought this was cute too. I got anchors in navy and then these little clams. I thought those would be cute together also. And then I've always wanted to try this quilted fabric, and they had a piece there. I think it's probably a yard. It's quilted on both sides. And then there's frogs on this side. Not exactly my taste, but I figured for the price it would be a good opportunity to play with it and see if it is something that I like and can use. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to look around and try and come up with some ideas. I have tons of seam binding and can always make binding, so that's all the fabrics. Then I also picked up buttons because I knit a sweater that needed really small buttons, and I had the type of buttons in mind that I wanted, but I couldn't find any at Joann's. They're old-fashioned buttons in my mind, which you can see from the prices on some of these. And I got they're flat on the front and have the shaft in the back. The shaft or the shank. I don't know what it's called. I think it's the shank. Don't laugh, Kristen. And I love them. I think they're really classic. if you can see like that. I find every time I find them, I do pick them up because I like them, and I think they're really nice on baby things. So I got those, which were originally 29 cents and then on sale for 15 cents. And then these were 59 cents originally. There's 4 of those. And these are the same as the blue ones, but there's one more, and these are the ones I actually got for the baby sweater. I think I need 8 buttons. And some green ones. How much were these? These were 69 cents. We must have been getting later in life. Later in life. Later on in years. And then some yellow ones. And what struck me about these buttons was that they say on them that they're washable. Would you put buttons on clothing that was not washable? I mean, what does a non-washable button look like? I'm not sure I want to know. So, that's what I got. That's what's going on. Those are the new bags. That's a lazy dog. And that's all I have for today. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you pretty soon. All right? Take care.